What if I told you the Pi Network coin could be heading straight for its biggest challenge yet, right in the middle of June? That's right! Despite the major hype following the open mainnet launch, we're seeing a wild twist that's making even longtime believers pause and ask, what's really going on with Pi right now? From plummeting prices to growing token unlocks, to a frustrated community waiting for something bigger. This is the story of a coin at a crossroads. But wait, before you panic or cheer, we need to break down everything that's happening behind the scenes. Is this just a temporary storm or a sign of something deeper? We're diving deep into Pi Network's price action, exchange movements, community reactions, and that one new initiative that's got people more confused than excited. Now, quick question for you. Do you think Pi's price will bounce back strong this month, or are we heading into uncharted territory? Let me know in the comments below. And if you missed our last few videos on Pi Network's latest ecosystem updates, KYC solutions, and exchange listing rumors, the links are in the description. Go catch up. And hey, don't forget to drop Pi Network to the moon, plus your country name in the comment section. Let's see how global the Pi community really is. If you enjoy Pi Network news, analysis, and raw updates like this, smash that like button, share this video with your fellow pioneers, and subscribe to the channel so we can keep bringing you even more real-time content. Also, join our Telegram group and Facebook page. The links are below. And remember, this video is for entertainment and educational purposes only. It's not financial advice of any kind. Now, let's get started. June is here, but for Pi Network, it hasn't brought sunshine. It's looking more like a thunderstorm of confusion, sell-offs, and rising doubts. The past few weeks have been rough, with Pi's price falling harder than most expected. As of now, Pi is hovering around 60 cents, and it's been in free-fall mode for 8 days straight. That's right, 8 consecutive red candles dragging the price down by over 60% since it peaked in March. It's a drop that has sparked serious conversations across the community, and everyone's asking, what's causing this crash? And more importantly, is there a way out? Let's rewind a bit to where things started to shift. The core team dropped a major announcement recently, launching Pi Network Ventures, a $100 million fund dedicated to supporting projects within the Pi ecosystem. Sounds like a massive boost, right? Well, not quite. The reaction wasn't what the team might have hoped for. Instead of excitement, what followed was a loud wave of disappointment from the community. Why? Because many had their eyes set on something else entirely, an exchange listing. For months, users have been buzzing with hopes of seeing Pi finally make its debut on Binance, Coinbase, or maybe even Upbit. But none of those platforms have made a move, and with the open mainnet already launched, patience is wearing thin. This letdown hit hard. Right after the announcement, Pi's price began to unravel. Investors, feeling the weight of unmet expectations, started moving their coins onto exchanges in large numbers. PiScan data paints a pretty clear picture. In just 24 hours, over 5.6 million Pi coins were shifted from self-custody wallets to exchanges. Meanwhile, only 2.65 million were withdrawn from those same exchanges. That's a massive imbalance, and it signals something serious. Capitulation. People are giving up and they're selling. This trend isn't new either. Over the past few weeks, exchange inflows have continued to outpace outflows. The writing's on the wall. More Pi is hitting the market and it's dragging the price down with it. But that's not the only pressure squeezing Pi from all sides. There's a storm brewing behind the scenes, one that's quietly flooding the market with millions of coins. Over the next 30 days alone, we're looking at more than 275 million Pi tokens becoming unlocked. That's right, 275 million, worth around $176 million at current prices. That chunk represents about 5.31% of the total supply, and it's about to be released into the open market. You don't need to be a crypto expert to know what that means. When a large number of tokens unlock and enter circulation, it's almost always bearish. It increases supply, and with demand currently weak due to all the selling pressure, it pushes prices even lower. It's like trying to pour more water into an already overflowing glass. Something's gotta give, and it's usually the price. On top of this, let's talk about one of the elephants in the room: centralization. There's been growing unease about how much control the Pi core team still holds over the network. According to current data, there are only 27 active nodes supporting the network, 0 validators, and get this, over 300 nodes are disconnected. That's a big red flag, especially for a blockchain that wants to be known for decentralization and user empowerment. But it doesn't stop there. The Pi Foundation itself reportedly holds over 92 billion coins, spread out across more than 2,000 wallets. That's a massive share of the supply under centralized control, and it's making some community members nervous. In a world where decentralization is a badge of honor, this concentration of power is raising eyebrows. Now let's bring it to the charts, where the story gets even more technical. On the 4-hour time frame, Pi has been slipping down a steep hill, dropping from a local high of $1.66 to just 64 cents recently. The token is trading well below the 50-period moving average, a sign that bears are firmly in control. To make things worse, an inverse cup and handle pattern has formed, a classic bearish chart setup. If you're not into technical analysis, just know this: it's not a good sign. The cup shows a rounded peak and the weak handle suggests another drop is likely. If that happens, $0.5547 is the next key support. A break below could drag Pi toward 40 cents, bad news for both traders and long-time holders. Still, there's potential. The $100 million Pi Network Ventures Fund could spark real adoption, but time is running out. Without faster growth and more utility, the market may move on. The core team also needs to ease centralization worries by opening up validator access and being more transparent. A big exchange listing could flip the trend, but until then, it's a waiting game. The next few weeks matter. The unlock schedule, the sell pressure, the technical signals, they're all pointing to turbulence ahead. If you're holding Pi, you need to be prepared for more volatility. So what should you do? Well, that's the big question. Some will see this dip as a buying opportunity. Others might step back and wait for clearer signals. Just remember, this isn't investment advice. It's about being informed, staying alert, and making decisions based on facts, not just hope. Pi Network is still one of the most watched crypto projects post-mainnet. The community is strong, the vision is big. But the market doesn't care about vision alone. It moves on utility, adoption, transparency, and demand. And right now, the Pi Core team has some serious work to do to bring all of that together. So, in today's video, we've broken down the rough ride Pi Network is facing this June. From unexpected price crashes and heavy token unlocks, to community disappointment and ongoing concerns about centralization, it's clear the path forward won't be easy. But even in the middle of all this chaos, the future isn't written in stone. The actions taken in the next few weeks could either set the stage for a strong rebound or deepen the decline. If you found this video helpful, informative, or even just entertaining, do me a favor: like, share, and subscribe. It really helps us continue bringing you top-level updates about Pi Network and everything happening across the ecosystem. Now let me ask you, do you think Pi Network will bounce back stronger in July, or will the price keep falling? Drop your answers in the comment section below. And if you've got questions, insights, or thoughts to share, don't be shy. The comment section is open for you. Thanks so much for watching, Pioneers, and I'll see you in the next one.